afternoon, students. Welcome to English class. In last class, you learnt. What have you learnt in last class? Very good. You learnt about. Yes. Very good. You learnt about interviewing a person. Also, you learnt a story and also learnt how to answer the questions on the story. In today's class, we'll learn plurals, opposites, and verbs of action, verbs of state, and countable and uncountable nouns. Let's begin the class. Before that, here is a conversation. The conversation is between Thomas and Abbas. I take the role of Abbas.
I take the role of Thomas.
Good morning, Thomas. Welcome to my house.
Good morning. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
Shall I get you a hot cup of coffee?
It's welcome on a cold morning.
Here you are. Would you like to have some more milk?
A little, please. That's enough.
I haven't added any sugar. Will 2 spoons be enough?
Just one. That's okay. Thank you. This coffee is excellent.
Would you like to have some more?
No, thank you. Have you made this coffee?
Yes, I did. My mother has gone out shopping. I'm alone at home. Students, you just heard a conversation. Between whom was the conversation? Very good. It was between Abbas and Thomas. Take down these questions. I'll read the conversation again for you. You have to listen the conversation carefully and answer the questions. First, take down the questions. First question. What was the weather? What was the weather like when Thomas came to Abbas? When Thomas came to Abbas' house. I repeat, what was the weather like when Thomas came to Abbas' house? You have to take Abbas' house, apostrophe S. Next question. Who made the coffee? Who made the coffee? Who made the coffee? Next question. Where did Abbas' mother go? Where did Abbas' mother go? I repeat, where did Abbas' mother go? I'll repeat the conversation again for you. Please listen to it carefully and answer the questions. Abbas says, "Good morning, Thomas. Welcome to my house." Good morning. Thank you. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. How are you? I'm fine. Shall I get you a hot cup of coffee? It's welcome on a cold morning. Here, Abbas goes in and comes out with 2 cups of coffee, sugar and milk. Then next, Abbas says, "Here you are. Would you like to have some more milk?" "A little, please." "That's enough." He says, "I haven't added any sugar. Will 2 spoons be enough?" Then Thomas replies, "Just one. That's okay. Thank you." They both drink the coffee and Thomas says, "The coffee is excellent. Would you like to have some more?" "No, thank you. Have you made this coffee?" "Yes, I did. My mother has gone out shopping. I'm alone at home. Students, I'll ask you questions on conversation. I've already given the questions on conversation. Here is the first question. What was the weather like when Thomas came to Abba's house? What was the weather like when Thomas came to Abba's house? I told you in the conversation when Abbas asked Thomas, would you like to have would you like to have coffee? So what did the Thomas reply? How was the weather? Very good. It was a cold morning. Next question. Who made the coffee? There are two persons in the conversation, Abbas and Thomas. Who has made the coffee? Very good. Abbas made the coffee. Why? Why? Because Abbas' mother had went out for shopping. So Abbas has himself made the coffee. Next question. Where did Abbas' mother go? Where did Abbas' mother go? I just told the answer. Where did Abbas' mother go? Abbas himself made the coffee. Where did Abbas' mother go? Very good. Abbas' mother went out for shopping. His mother went out for shopping. Hopefully you have answered all the questions. Fill in the blanks with the opposites of the highlighted words, and we call it as antonyms. So what is antonym? What is antonym, children? Very good. Antonym is a word which is opposite in meaning to the given word. What is antonym? Antonym. Antonym is a word which is opposite in meaning. Here is an activity based on that. What you have to do, you have to just fill in the blanks with the opposites of the highlighted words. For example, one is done for you. Remember the good, forget the bad. So here highlighted word is good. Opposite of good is bad. Good, bad. Next you have to answer. The plastic bucket is light, but the steel bucket is? The plastic bucket is light, but the steel bucket is heavy. The plastic bucket is light, but the steel bucket is heavy. Next question. I am neither superior nor dash to you. I am neither superior nor dash to you. Opposite of superior is? I am neither superior to you, superior nor dash to you. Opposite of superior is? Inferior. Inferior. Next question. The birth rate is increasing and the death rate is dash. Opposite of increasing is? Very good. Decreasing. Decreasing. The birth rate is increasing and the death rate is decreasing. Next. The question paper is not difficult but dash. The question paper is not difficult but dash. Opposite of difficult is? Very good. Opposite of difficult is easy. Easy. Opposite of difficult is easy. Next question. Ramaya bought the cow for 5,000 rupees and dash it for 6,000 rupees. Ramaya bought the cow for 5,000 rupees and dashed it for 6,000 rupees. Sold. Bought, sold. Opposite of bought is sold. Sold. Next. John is strong but his brother is? He is very strong. John is strong but his brother is weak. Strong opposite weak. Next. All are equal and none is high and none is high, low. Okay. All are equal and none is high and none is low. You can take down these opposites in your notebook. First, good into bad. First is good, bad. Very good. Good, bad. Good, bad. Light, L-I-G-H-T, light. Heavy, H-E-A-V-Y, light, heavy. Next, superior, superior, inferior. Superior spelling, superior, S-U-P-E-R-I-O-R, superior, inferior, superior, inferior. Next, increasing, decreasing. Increase, decrease. Increase, decrease. Next, difficult, difficult, D-I-F-F-I-C-U-L-T, difficult. Easy, easy. Difficult, easy. Bought, bought, B-O-U-G-H-T, bought. Sold, sold. Bought, sold. Strong, strong, S-T-R-O-N-G, strong. Weak, W-E-A-K, weak, weak. Next, high, H-I-G-H, high. Low, L-O-W, low. High, low. Next, we'll move on to classify the verbs into action verbs and verbs of state. So verbs of action, verbs that express action. Verbs that express action are called verbs of action or action verbs. For example, walk, walk, run, run, jump. Here in these we see an action, so we call them as verbs of action. But verbs of state, we refer to it as state when there is no action seen. Verbs of state do not indicate the action, it only shows state. There is an exercise for you. Classify the verbs into verbs of state and verbs of action. I'll read the words. First, keep, I have heard, don't remember, must see, used to write, was, lived, gives, died, do know, tell, is printed, want, help, should not get, will begin. Keep, I'll say this in the sentence. Keep, I say to some person, Raju, keep those books on the table. So keep is keeping something on the table. And next is have heard. I have heard. I have heard that you met with an accident yesterday. I have heard that you met with an accident yesterday. Don't remember. I don't remember my past after meeting with an accident. I don't remember my past after meeting with an accident. Next, must see. I must see the Taj Mahal at least once in my lifetime. I must see the Taj Mahal at least once in my lifetime. Used to write. Mahatma Gandhi used to write diary, personal diary. Mahatma Gandhi used to write diary. Was. I was very happy. I was very happy. Next, lived. I lived in Mysore for 3 years. I lived in Mysore for 3 years. Gives. Gives. Raju gives me the pen every day. Raju gives me the pen every day. Died. Died. My uncle died in a road accident. My uncle died in a road accident. Do know. Do know. We should do know all our responsibilities as a citizen of India. We should do know our responsibilities as a citizen of India. Next, tell. Tell. I'll say to person, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Is printed. An article about meditation is printed in the newspaper today. An article about meditation is printed in the newspaper today. Want. Want. I want some help. I want some help. Even you can see the word help even in that situation. I want help. I want some help. Should not get. I should not get a bad name. I should not get a bad name. Will begin. Synonym of will begin is start. Will begin the class. So now you have to classify the verbs into verbs of action and verbs of state. First is, I'll do one for you, keep. Keep is you keep something on the table. That belongs to verbs of action. Have heard. So have heard belongs to verbs of state. Don't remember. Don't remember. It even belongs to verbs of state. Must see. Next is must see. I must see the Taj Mahal once in my lifetime. Must see also verbs of action. Used to print. Used to write. Used to write. So used to write. It is also verbs of action. Was. Was. But state adu. Was. So it belongs to verbs of state. Lived. Lived. I lived in Mysore for 3 years. So it belongs to verbs of state. Gives. So verbs of action. Died. Verbs of state. Do know. Do know. It belongs to verbs of state. Tell. So it belongs to verbs of action. Is printed. Is printed. So verbs of action. Want. Want. It belongs to verbs of state. Help. You help someone. So there is an action. Should not get. Should not get. You think. So it is only state. Will begin. Start. You start something. Action is seen. So I'll read out once again. Listen to me carefully. Verbs of action. Keep. Must see. Used to write. Gives. Tell. Is printed. Help. Will begin. Now verbs of state. Have heard. Don't remember. Was. Lived. Died. Do know. Want. Should not get. I hope you all did this activity good. Next, we'll move on to next thing. So here is a paragraph which tells you about the present situation of a human being. I'll read the paragraph for you. You read after me. Understand the paragraph and answer few questions based on the paragraph. Hotels and restaurants came into being. Hotels and restaurants came into being. The food served was tasty and people began to eat and drink. The food served was tasty and people began to eat and drink. Then came the TV. It provided them with enjoyment. They forgot games, physical exercises and yoga. Human body became a happy hunting ground of diseases. Unheard of about 50 years ago. Diseases carrying germs and viruses have made the human body their home. This made doctors rich and happy, and man has become sick, weak, and unhappy. Answer few questions on the paragraph. First question: what is the difference between the food man ate in the past and the food we eat now? So what is the difference, students? The food which man ate in the past was healthy, ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕರವಾಗಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, but ಇವಾಗಿದ್ಯಾ? Next, how has TV made the matter worse? How has TV made the matter worse? TV has provided people with enjoyment. They have forgotten games, physical exercises, and yoga. TV has provided people with enjoyment. They have forgotten games, physical exercises, and yoga. What has happened to human body? Human body has become happy hunting ground of diseases. When his body becomes weak, automatically germs and viruses and other microorganisms attack his body and make him weak. Next, what is the result? Diseases carrying germs and viruses have made the human body their home. Diseases carrying germs and viruses have made the human body their home. Who got the benefit of this change? Who got the benefit of this change? Doctors got the benefit. Doctors got the benefit. Next, so what is countable and uncountable noun? As the name itself says, countable, so it can be counted. Countable and uncountable. For example, flowers, bees, garden, bed, country, pencil. For example, 1 pen, 2 pen, 3 pen, honey, water, milk, rice, wheat. You weigh them. For example, hotels, restaurants, food, people, TV, enjoyment, games. Few words have been highlighted. You have to classify them into countable and uncountable noun, whether it can be counted or cannot be counted. Hotels. Can you count hotels? Hotels and restaurants. Food cannot be counted. People, you can count the people. How many people are there? TV can be counted. Enjoyment, can you count the enjoyment? No, right? So you cannot count the enjoyment. Games, you can count. Ground can be counted, so ground can be counted. Diseases cannot be counted. Very good. Germs and viruses, we cannot count them, so we put them under uncountable nouns. Home, can you count? So we have to put them under uncountable noun. Doctors can be counted. Most of the plurals is formed by a simple addition of s to the singular plural. Cow, cows. Stone, stones. You have to add just s to it. Stone, stones. Car, cars. Crow, crows. Axe, you have to add just only s, so axe become axes. Next, book, books. So in few cases we make mistakes. Plural of mother-in-law is mother-in-law is, plural is mothers-in-law. Mothers-in-law. So it is not mother-in-laws, it is mothers-in-law. Son-in-law, sons-in-law. Next, bench, benches. Next, box, boxes, boxes, box, boxes, potato, potatoes, watch, watches, match, matches. Next, glass, glasses.